Godspeed.
Okay, so have you ever dreamt of having a hot tub? Kicking back in your own backyard oasis. But then you immediately think, where would I put it? And what's the damage, cost-wise? Well, today we're diving deep into something that promises that luxury vibe, but with a twist. The Coleman Miami AirJet Inflatable Hot Tub. Our mission here is to really unpack what this portable relaxation station offers and figure out if it actually, lives up to the hype for you.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it, how innovation is making things like this, traditionally seen as, well, a luxury, much more accessible. We're going to look at everything, the specs, sure, but also what real users are saying, give you the full picture.
Exactly, because the specs are one thing, but the reality is another. So let's start with the basics. What is it? Well, it's a round inflatable hot tub designed for like a patio, easy setup, no permanent install needed.
Right, and they say it fits up to 2 to 4 people.
Ah, yeah. Hold that thought, because we definitely need to talk more about that based on the reviews.
Okay, but the core idea is clear. Convenience, getting that spa feel without the huge cost or, digging up your yard.
And it's got the features for that spa feel, right? Like the 120 bubbling air jets. They promise a soothing massage.
Yeah, the AirJet system. And it heats up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 40 Celsius. Pretty standard max temp for hot tubs.
Size-wise, it's about 71 inches across and 26 inches tall. So decent size, but not massive. Weighs around 86 pounds empty, which isn't too bad for moving it around before filling.
And it holds about 177 gallons of water when it's like 80% full.
So you'll need a bit of time to fill it, maybe an hour, hour and a half with a garden hose. Depends on your water pressure, I guess. And remember, that's over 1,400 pounds of water weight, so make sure your deck or patio can handle it. That's important.
Definitely. And the good news is it comes with pretty much everything you need to start. There's the pump unit, that's the clever part. It inflates it, heats the water, runs the filter, and controls the bubbles.
All in one.
All in one. Okay, what else is in the box? You get a spa cover, the pump we mentioned, a chemical floater. You'll need that for maintenance, 2 filter cartridges to start, a repair patch, just in case.
Always good to have.
Right, and a 6-foot cord.
Yeah.
Oh, and built-in cup holders too. Nice little touch.
Cup holders are crucial. Okay, so that's the basics. But where does it get, really interesting? Let's talk tech. The Energy Sense cover, for instance.
Ah, yes, the cover. This isn't just a simple lid. Coleman highlights this as being 40% more energy efficient.
40%? That sounds like a lot. What does that actually mean for someone using it?
Well, it's designed to trap heat better, keep the water warmer for longer, especially between uses, so theoretically less energy needed to reheat it each time. That directly addresses the running cost concern, the electricity bill.
That makes sense. What about the tub itself? It's inflatable, so.
Durability?
Good question. They use something called DuraPlus material. It's a 3-layer setup. They claim it's 33% more resistant to punctures and 56% more resistant to stretching compared to standard PVC. So it should hold its shape better over time, even with inflating and deflating.
That's the idea. It aims to tackle that worry about inflatables getting saggy or weak. Longevity is key here.
Okay, and I saw something about Freeze Shield. What's that about?
Right, Freeze Shield. That's an automatic heating function. If the temperature drops near freezing, it kicks in to warm the water, just enough to prevent the internal parts from freezing and, potentially breaking.
Oh, like a safeguard for colder weather? That's pretty smart.
Exactly. It extends its usability maybe into the shoulder seasons and adds peace of mind. And just to mention, it comes with a 6-month warranty. Plus, it meets energy standards like Title 20, so it can be sold in places like California and others with stricter rules.
Gotcha. So lots of tech packed in. But how does it all translate? What are people actually saying about it? The overall rating is pretty solid. 4.4 out of 5 stars from around 66 ratings, 50 reviews, so generally positive.
Yeah, the big themes are relaxation and value. People seem to genuinely find it relaxing. A guiltless luxury was one phrase I saw.
Guiltless luxury. I like that. And good for the price. Much cheaper than a real hot tub. Those came up a lot. It hits that affordability note.
It does. And setup. Mixed bag, but mostly positive. Some said very easy, pretty easy. Others mentioned needing maybe 30 minutes to inflate and another 30 to fill. Heating takes longer though, a couple of hours, maybe 3.
Okay, so initial setup is quick, but heating takes patience. Makes sense. What about that energy efficiency? Did the Energy Sense cover live up to the hype for users?
There was one really interesting review from someone in Colorado using it in winter.
Winter, like snow and everything?
Yeah, temps down to Fahrenheit overnight sometimes, apparently. They said their electric bill only went up by maybe $15, $20 for the month.
Wow, that's surprisingly low.
They specifically credited the Energy Sense cover for holding the heat. Said it was perfect. They did mention adding a thick foam mat underneath for extra insulation, though.
Okay, so some extra steps might help in extreme cold. But that's impressive feedback on the cover. Portability was another plus people mentioned. Good for smaller spots, easy to move when empty.
Right. And some see it as a good try before you buy for a permanent hot tub. See if you actually use it enough.
Makes total sense. Okay, so lots of positives, but let's get real. What are the downsides or the things to know? You mentioned capacity earlier.
Yes. The capacity, advertised for 2 to 4 people. But the reviews overwhelmingly say it's comfortable for 1 person. Maybe 2 if you're very close.
2 people who really, really like each other was one comment I saw.
Exactly. Or you end up sitting crisscross applesauce, as another reviewer put it. So for group soaks, probably not the best fit. Manage your expectations there.
Good to know. 1 or 2 max for comfort. What else? Setup wasn't universally easy.
Right. While some found it simple, others called it a huge undertaking or said they needed to watch YouTube videos to figure it out. So maybe not totally foolproof for everyone.
Okay. And the cold weather, use that Colorado review sounds great, but what does Coleman officially say?
That's a key point. The official disclaimer says not to use it below 39 degrees Fahrenheit.
39? But the reviewer used it way below that.
Correct. But they also noted that if you run the bubbles when it's really cold, say 20, 25 degrees F, the temperature drops fast, like 104 down to 99 in just 10 minutes. Holds heat better without bubbles running. Plus, there's a real concern, as the user noted, about the vinyl becoming brittle in extreme cold. So using it below the official limit is definitely at your own risk.
Okay. So pushing limits is possible, but maybe not advisable, and performance suffers. Got it. Any other negatives pop up?
There were a couple of reports, seemed isolated though, about issues with the electronic control pad or inflation problems. One person had trouble getting replacement parts, found customer service unhelpful. That can happen, but it didn't seem widespread.
Right, and installation needs, it's not just plunk it down and go.
Not quite. You need a decent level space. A pad underneath is recommended, like that Colorado user did. And ideally, some protection from direct sun and debris. And the most important thing...
Let me guess. Electricity.
Bingo. Absolutely crucial safety point. Do not use an extension cord. Do not use a multi-plug adapter. It needs to be plugged directly into a properly grounded outdoor socket rated for it. It draws a fair bit of power, 12 amps. Don't risk electrical hazards.
Okay, that's a non-negotiable. Safety first. Always. So pulling all this together, who is this actually for? Who should seriously consider buying the Coleman Miami AirJet?
Well, based on everything, it seems ideal for individuals or couples. You know, 1 or 2 people wanting that personal relaxation zone.
Right, if you accept that 2-person practical limit, and definitely people looking for an affordable entry into the hot tub experience.
Exactly. Or those with limited space, small patios, decks where a big acrylic tub just won't work. And it's great if you want to, like, test the waters of hot tub ownership before committing thousands to a permanent one.
And maybe people who value that energy efficiency, especially if they're using it in milder cool weather, maybe not deep Arctic freeze, but cooler temps.
Yes, someone who appreciates the convenience, the sort of plug and play aspect, but is also willing to follow the setup guidelines and, crucially, the safety instructions.
So it's about matching expectations. If you understand the real capacity, the setup involved, and the safety needs, it seems like it offers pretty good bang for your buck.
Precisely. If you go in with realistic expectations, knowing it's comfortable for 1 or 2, needs proper setup and careful electrical connection, it delivers significant value. And, you know, products like this are part of a bigger trend, making wellness and leisure more accessible, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, let's wrap this up. The Coleman Miami AirJet Inflatable Hot Tub. It seems to offer a really compelling mix of affordability, portability, and those key relaxation features. It makes that backyard spa dream feel, well, actually achievable for a lot of people.
And understanding all the details, the good and the, let's say, need-to-knows, helps you make the best choice for your own situation.
So what does this all mean? Maybe the real luxury here isn't just the hot water and the bubbles. Maybe it's the freedom to create your own little escape, pretty much wherever you want to inflate it. And hey, If this deep dive has got you thinking, you can find the Coleman Miami AirJet Inflatable Hot Tub using the link down in the description. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive. We hope it helps you figure out if this could be your next favorite way to unwind. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring.
We began to feel the fire.